Hey guys, we just live today. I got my boy Shaka with me today. We are just going to go look at a house that he's potentially, we thinking about doing a flip.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go walk inside, see what we got. He's gonna talk to us about it.
Yeah,
Just taking it easy.
So right off the bat, I'm looking at the roof, going to do something probably with some of the shingles. I saw they kind of fixed something right here. Yeah, you can see this underlayment. So yeah, if I'm gonna do this as a flip, definitely have to make sure this is, all solid, good quality for somebody that's buying this, potentially as their first home. Let's look inside and see what we got. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna do some work. We need to get some work done here. Inspector! Right. That's from my mentor, Justin Giles. Every time he go into a place, that's what he calls inspector. All right. So definitely a little clean out. Yes, sure, yes, sir. Definitely gotta take a look at that roof.
Yeah. Oh yeah. What square footage is this house you doing?
Looking at it, it's probably about right at 1,000.
Yeah.
But the good thing, yeah, it got some nice hardwoods. Like, quite honestly, these, if we wanted, these could be kept.
Yeah, I would keep these and refinish them.
Yep, refinish them. And, the crazy thing is, for a lot of people, when you first come in, you see a fix and flip, you get dirty and get discouraged. But I mean, this is what the gold is. Because quite honestly, this could be done. This could be cleaned out in a couple hours and really see the true landscape. So I think this is the bathroom. So I mean, just looking at this so far, I mean, it's solid bones.
Yeah.
Of course, there's a lot of cosmetic cracks and stuff. Like you see patches and stuff in the ceiling, so there's definitely been some type of water damage and stuff. So a lot of that is just, you probably have to just take the shingles off, change the plywood, just put it in the roof, protect what's below it. There's a little bit of maybe some settling, but nothing too crazy. I've been in houses where it's like almost a 45-degree slope. Yeah, but again, you got nice hardwoods. This is interesting. I don't know if that's just for looks, or is that really tied to any type of electrical box? I don't think it is. I think it's just here for decoration.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you look at it, so that's 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom. We got the kitchen. This is laundry room area. Got the water hookups and everything. Definitely have to change those electrical outlets. So yeah, as I'm looking around, here's a panel box. It's actually not too bad. Now it's a small house. There's not a whole lot of breakers here, but again, you don't need a tremendous amount. Possibly upgrade this, but maybe not. This looks pretty good. Looks like it's about it's 150 amp. Yeah, so we could probably just reuse this and just rerun some of the electrical where it's needed. So we got laundry room, we got the kitchen. Yeah, see the kitchen here, definitely some issues with the roof. This ceiling's about to fall down in a second now. And even looking at these cabinets, I mean, these cabinets are actually not that bad. Very functional. Sand them down, paint them, change out the hardware. Change it out to either black or sterling silver. Probably would definitely have to change out these countertops, and of course the stove, change out that backsplash. Step around this water. Again, nice living room. Hardwood floors are nice. Clean out this stuff here. Oh, we got a 3rd bedroom. Okay. Now, that's a little interesting. I don't know if somebody's been staying here or not. So definitely have to be wary of that. That's why you call out an inspector.
Hey, open that.
Check this window. Window is locked and sealed, so. And I'm hoping, I would think under this would be, yep, it's hardwood. So hardwoods throughout, that's a great selling point. And again, it's in pretty good condition, so you just have to resurface this it's popcorn ceiling. So again, with some of this roof down, we probably just change out the ceiling anyway. Somebody did tile. Don't necessarily know why they did this, but we definitely want to take this off. Nice fireplace, that gives some character. Probably have to close it off, but we can definitely make that look nice. Yeah. This has it's good bones.
Yeah, a
lot of potential. These windows, we'll probably want to update the windows just for efficiency. But yeah, it's really good bones. So now, the key thing with this though is to really get the value we want, we really would want to add a second bathroom. So just trying to, as I look at this layout, figure out where could we do that. That's where the challenge might be. But yeah, just from an initial look, I mean, this is oh yes, nice attic access. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. So definitely be able to make, good repairs. And one thing I do notice, I see where maybe the original heat system, the vents on the floor. So instead of leaving them on the floor, if you put in a new unit, put in the ceiling, because as I looked at the window outside, I could see the condenser. The outside unit is not here. So that's been stolen. So let's take a look and see what this backyard looks like. Okay, got a nice deck. Just have to call my boy Kiwan to come out here and we're just, oh man, this is a nice little space. Okay, okay. See, we could also talk about getting that other additional bathroom. This space right here. Be careful, because it's not the best. Yeah, we could make another bathroom right here. That'll give us, and that make that an ensuite. So that's a bedroom right there. That's a door. Walk right in here to the bathroom. Tub, shower, vanity. Oh yeah, that's perfect right there. Now we would have to move, of course, the electrical wires. But again, once you call the city, you can move that either on that side of the house or right here. So there's plenty of slack to just change out that service. Or once you make the extension back here, change the service and right here. Yeah, this deck is definitely not safe. This railing is not secure, so we have to redo this deck. Give some additional character. And we see here, definitely want to clean this up. This again for character. And yeah, under the deck can create a nice storage space if we wanted to. You got access to the crawl space down there. And see, you can tell somebody started this because here's a new service box right here. So again, it's already set up, which is great. It's already set up for it to move from that side of the house to right here, which is perfect. Get a new AC unit instead of putting a fixture around it. Of course, we won't put a cage, make it harder to steal. So yeah, this house definitely has great bones. You got to get a new meter anyway because the power's been off. So yeah. So yeah, the big things for this would be the roof, creating a second bathroom over there, changing the ceiling on the inside, this deck. Definitely want to redo this deck. And even when you redo it, you may not have to go back as big because again, that'll be the bathroom over there. Yeah, so we'll make adjustments to that. And then number 4, the other big expense to kind of get people is the windows. You definitely want some energy efficient windows, and for safety reasons, you know, these are some single pane windows. Want to be able to put ones that lock a little more secure. But yeah.
These are just some of the tips you would give someone flipping a house, first timer.
Oh, for sure. Oh, for sure. Yeah, as you walk through a house, I mean, one of the key things, one, you want to look at your mechanicals, right? Your electrical, plumbing, and HVAC. Like, what state is that stuff in? Because that, if you don't look at that, those prices could surprise you pretty quickly. With this house, you could, again, somebody's already started to set up this outside service, which is good. You see at the bottom of that box that is running into the house. So you just want to check just to make sure that those wires are actually in there. So having somebody come through, look at the crawl space. But just looking at this looks pretty professional. And so that's $1,000 right there, if not more, really $2,000 for somebody that type of wire and running that underneath the house. It's already grounded, so that's actually a great sight to see. Again, when you think about putting in a new HVAC unit, you got all your electrical right here. So again, you just have to replace the unit. Now, one thing I would do, again, when you look at that, the house, the vents are on the floor, so typically that means the furnace is under the house. If you had the chance to remodel, think about not only the cost, but also your contractors. Contractors really don't like going into crawl spaces, especially when it's tight, because it's hard for them to work. And you think about a rehab like this, in order for make it easy for a contractor to work, either you have to cut a hole in the floor, which we don't want to do because it's nice hardwoods. So in that case, I would just move all the furnace and everything into the attic, because there's nice attic space. I could go up there and stand up in it. So there's plenty of attic space. And again, that makes it easier for the contractors to bring the stuff in, put the furnace in, drop the vents, and be out. So the easier you make it for your contractors to work, typically you can also get a better price.
That's some great tips for the novice and somebody that's a veteran, man.
Mm-hmm.
So what's your thoughts on this particular one? You gonna rent it? You wanna sell it? What do you think?
It all depends on what you're trying to achieve. I've got some partners where we're looking at this one. We're still trying to decide what the optimal thing would be. You know, think about long-term wealth will be to keep it. So what would be great is if we could acquire the property, rehab it, refinance it, get our money back, then we invested into it, and then be able to put a renter in it and cash flow. That's the dream, because then you're essentially at infinite returns, where if you refinance, you price this correctly and get it in the right price with the contract work, if you can refinance and get all your money back, now all you're doing is you're just putting a tenant here, allowing the tenant to pay for the asset. It's going to cash flow 5 to 10 years. It's going to increase in value. You can do a cash out refi, take that money and invest into something else, whether that's stocks, other investments, or into another property. So that's the ideal situation I think we're looking to try to do. If not, then the next thing would be to do a fix and flip. I think we saw some comps around here around 230. So that's how I know, when I looked at that comp, that's how I know that in order for me to kind of get, it's in the same build, but I need another bathroom. So again, those are kind of things you got to research to make sure that as you're breaking down your deal, what do you want to do with it to make sure that the numbers work. A lot of things already set up. I think we can make this work, because it's just a 2-bathroom and 1 kitchen. From a plumbing perspective, it's not a tremendous amount of work. Even really getting like a hot water heater, or even have to be repiped. You only got really 3 main areas, and they're pretty close to each other, that have to be repiped if needed be so. Now the only caveat is, now with us trying to keep the hardwoods, the plumber would have to probably go through the crawl space, or if you're thinking about adding another bathroom, we could make something right here for them to get easy access. Or in this bathroom, because it's not hardwoods, if we're going to replace that flooring anyway, you can take that flooring up, really see what you got, and allow him to work up top. Yeah, and even in here. So in this kitchen, we would probably take this floor up, because it's kind of sunken a little bit. So there's probably some repair we need to do right there. So once we take this floor up and open that up, again, it's easy access to all the plumbing. Makes it easier for the plumbing to work instead of have to crawl under the crawl space and work in a tight space. So again, there's things like that you want to be thinking about as you look at your project. How do you make it easier for yourself and for your contractor to work and be able to see the vision and get the job done? That's the other thing, because you don't want contractors to have to come back multiple days. They got to get this stuff done. Lay out what you want to do, get your materials, get a quote, get an estimate from them, get the job site ready and easy to work on. Have people come in here 1 or 2 days, they in and out.